So here we had started with the SQL. What exactly the SQL? It is what structured query language. It is a structured query language. It can be used to insert, search, update, and delete the database records. SQL can do a lot of other operations, including optimizing and maintenance of the databases. Then the type of statements we are going to learn, it is for DDL, that is a data definition language, data manipulation language, DML, data control language, and the last one, data transaction control language. Transaction control and data control language is kind of similar. And the last, it is what data query language here. Data query मतलब जो हम query use करना चाहते हैं, where we are going to use actually for the practical query session. Very easy it is, but you are supposed to apply your logic also here. Okay. Then list of SQL commands. Today we are going to learn create, insert. Okay. So create is a command, defines the database structure schema, and then insert data into a row of table. Updation, what changes you want to make, you can use that. Then delete, whatever the delete you want, records information, if you want to delete, you can do that. Then after that, select. Yes, this is the main part. When we are going to have a table along with the data, we are supposed to use this complete. Everywhere it is going to come, you are select. अगर आपको table देखना है, select use करो. अगर आपको कुछ तो change करना है, you have to use this word select. Okay. Um, then two things are there. Select from where. I'm repeating, guys. Select from where. Select means what you want to select from the table. From means which table you want to select, and where means what condition you want to use it. Still I'm repeating, select is a what you want to select, which column, which row, which data. That from is that which table you're going to select, that as you people will be having n number of tables. And where means you are supposed to apply the condition. I said no, I want the student those who have scored above 19 DBMS. So that is also there. So that time I have to use where my column name greater than or less than equal to the marks. Okay. So this is over. Then drop. Drop means what? It will drop entire table along with the data here. Delete means what? It will delete only records. Table structure will be there here. Drop means what? पूरा टेबल ही डस्टबिन में जाएगा. Delete means what? Only records will be going dustbin. Okay. Then what is database? That also I have done. So just have a glance. A database in SQL Server, that is made up of collection of tables. Tables, yes, of course, and number of tables will be there. That stores a detailed set of structured data. It is a table that contains a collection of rows referred to as a records or tuples. Rows, because the table is going to have a column and row here. Rows, it is called as a records, or you can call it as a tuples here. And column, those are called as attributes. Okay, attributes matlab property of a table here. Okay, so records equal to tuples. Now don't get confusion when you're going to have an error in your this word creation of the table. They will say tuples. Then don't wonder what this word it is that. Tuple means what? It is a record here. Okay, each column in the table. Each column in the table is designed to store a specific type of information. Okay. For example, names, dates, dollar amounts, and numbers. Every column, अगर आपको roll number लिखना है, so you have to create a data type for that. In your C programming, we say int roll, right? Then char name. Such a way for this also column will be having a this what name, roll numbers. For that you are supposed to have this what data type here. Okay, and this I will not include again. Now I'll say as data type. Just now I have told you each column is going to have a specific data type. So normal data types we are going to use right now in our database. Common n number of data types are there, but which we are going to be familiar with the data types that I'm going to explain you. So say similar to other languages also, only what we are supposed to use in a different way. Character size means what? How many bytes or how many values you can put provided. It is used to specify a fixed length string that can contain numbers, letters, and special characters. It can contain numbers also, it can contain letters also, and special characters. Its size can be 0 to 255 characters. Default is 1. Then varchar, lot of differences in. It is used to specify a variable length string that can contain numbers, letters, and special characters. Same it is there. Only what size is getting differed here. Size is what 0 to 6,000, 65,555. Here it is what 0 to 255. For small characters, this character will be used, and normal varchar will be used for large characters here. Okay, so two data types are done, still are there. Then int. It is used for the integer value when you want to say roll number 101, 501, 401. So that time you have to use this word int. The size parameter specifies the maximum width, that is 255. And one more, you can specify int also, you can use the integer also. Normally we use integer, and normally I use always number. Getting automatically, it will take whatever data type it is. If it is an integer, it will take integer here. So integer, it is equal to int size, same. If you write int is also okay. If you write integer is also okay. And next one, it is what decimal. When this decimal will be used, sometimes product price will be 25 rupees 50 paisa. So that time you can mention int, but if you're going to mention the int, only this what 25 rupees will be taken, and 50 paisa will be discarded. So what is to be done? Same like your C programming. If you take integer and you are entering the value as a 25.50, it will take the value as 25. Why? Because your data type is what int. But when you want to mention that both the things 25 rupees 50 paisa, you will use what float in your normal C programming Java India. But here in this SQL database, what we have to do? So that time we are supposed to use this word decimal. Always say decimal. Then size matlab, when you're going to mention the starting before decimal point here, okay, 25 rupees, 150 rupees, 10,000, these all that you have to mention. It is used to specify. And D, it is what after decimal point, how many digits you want by, because the calculation can be 5083 like this, it will can be. So you have to decide only two values you want or three values you want here. Okay. Its size parameter specifies the total number of digits here. And then two things are there, date and time. So date, it is used to store date only date here. It supports the range from January 1, 0001 to December 31, 9999. We are not in that way. We are in this what 2000 it is there. So you are supposed to write this what. It can support from Jan 1001 to 999. It is there. Okay. So like this way you are supposed to write it. Like 31 hyphen hyphen 2001, like this way you can mention. If you have any errors, it will describe also, not to worry in that case. Then time also, it stores only to an accuracy of 100 nanoseconds. So these are the data types. Let us begin here. Now it is a small request to you. You are supposed to tell me at the starting whether the screen is visible or no. Okay, so kind of you have to wait. As I'm going to begin from starting part where your software will be there here. Right now, I don't have the solution for me to create a separate database, because in the lab session, most of the students will be sitting at your respective place. You are not only the one, A division, B division also will be. So you have to create a separate database. In my system, it is not getting worked out still, but directly I will teach you today this what table. Okay, once I'll check where that database it is there, I'm trying to find a go to home page. It is not getting connected to my server, so that I have to check. Okay, so have patience. Uh, Wait, let me start this one. I close it. Stop sharing. Okay. Is that visible?
Yes, ma'am. PPT is visible, ma'am.
Yes, PPT is visible. Now I'll press this word Windows button. Check Windows button. I have clicked.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So here for the Windows search button, I'm going to type as SQL command. Or before that, I'll show you Oracle. Okay. Wait. So here I'll click
Ma'am, your
and
voice is breaking.
wait. Let me go to the respective other place. Wait. Have patience.
ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡ ಅಂದಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ ನಾನೀಗ ಹೇಳಿದಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ನನ್ಗೆ ಏನಾರ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ನು ನಾನು ಕಳ್ಸಿನ ಅಂತ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಾದ ಈಗ ಹೇಳ ನಾ ಎಕ್ಕಸ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡಿ ಅವ್ನು ನನ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಾನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ನೀನ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು असं मला मला मी सांगितलं
Am I audible now? Is that clear? Yes?
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So here, can you see this Windows button below? Okay. Here, Oracle is there. At the starting part. So you are going to install the Oracle in your system. Oracle will be there. You are going to have the option Oracle 10G Express Edition backup database that is not required for this. Get started. It is used only one time. When you will install that time, I'll show you. Right now, it has started already. Here itself, we have to try for the go to database homepage. Currently, it is not working for me as I'm trying to show you to create your own database because when you visit the college lab, n number of database will be there and everyone will create student table, no? So it should not get clash. Sai Prakash ka student table hai ya Maitri ya Aishwarya. So it should not get a clash here. For that purpose, you are supposed to log into your own database here. Right now it is there with me, my common. By default, it will be always system. Okay. So that time we have to use this word go to database home page. Currently not working for me, but I'll try for that here. And this is not required. Then when you are going to work actually for your database, actually for your creation of the table, records, insertion, everything, this you have to use run SQL command line. Then start database. When you install for the first time the database, you have to use this word start database. Right now it is there with me and it is not required. When you stop working for your database, don't just stop. Kuch bhi zarurat nahi hai. Let it be because you are going to work constantly. No, that's what the reason you have to use this word start only. No need of using the stop database. So now I'll use this word run SQL command line. Is that visible? A local screen is there for me.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, copyright 1980 to 2005 Oracle. Others can see.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So step by step, I'll be repeating again tomorrow also, but you also concentrate now. Always your first step when you enter your lab and when you open this run SQL command line, what you have to use this word, this page will be there. Right now, my database is of system. When your database will come, I'll show that also. That time you have to use your username and password. Before starting with the username and the password, the first step, when you open this entire SQL command line, here you can see SQL. SQL means what is it? It is a structured query language. In this, you are supposed to work here completely. हर time ये SQL आएगा ही. Getting the way in your this one Ubuntu it will be coming. So that way. So now your first step, you are connecting for the database, right? आपको database के अंदर जाना है and you have to start creating the tables here. So if I say create table, nothing will work because I have not yet connected for the database. So first step, always you have to type this what connect means we are connecting to the database server. We are connecting to the database server as SQL is about to connect to the database server where we can create our tables and store the information. So I say now connect. Okay. The moment we say connect, the next line it will ask enter username. Why? Because there are having lot of databases present in our what server. हमारा ही नहीं रहेगा, system का भी नहीं रहेगा. By default system का रहता ही है. But apart from that, if you want to get log into the respective system, you have to say connect. It is not like that with system ka hi hai, so it has to get connected automatically. No, you have to say connect always, no matter what kind of a database is there. Always say connect. The moment you type connect, correct spelling, it the first step it is what enter the username. By default, always it will be system. So you have to type system. By default, always it will be system. Say enter. It will ask you to enter a password. So the password it is what system only here. Okay. If you have entered the password wrong, immediately it will say that invalid password and this it is there. Okay. Now, can you see here what happened? When I said system and when you are typing the password, it is not visible and it is not in the asterisk form also. It will go on typing here. Okay. And now, then it will say connected. Now you are eligible to start creating the tables. अगर आपके database में कितने सारे tables है, क्या records है, that also you can check once you are completely connected to the database here. Okay. So now, next step. Before the next step, so here as I have told you that database creation will be there, so that time you are supposed to create the database with the help of go to home page. Once it is working with my system, that I'll show you. So when you create that, here your roll number you have to type this word sai 123 like this we have to type, and the password also. Please make sure to keep the password in your college database creation basic 1 2 3 4 5 bus. Getting why I'll tell you, because if you keep your secret password, if you forget, like pandemic period is going on, after 1 month you will come back there. If you forget, who is going to remember? So अगर एक कोई तो remember हो जाएगा, he or she can tell you 1 2 3 4 5. So let it be for everyone common database password here. Only database name will be changed here. Okay, fine. Sufficient this basic introduction. So now, let me see. You have to create the tables, right? So before the creation of the tables, in your normal system, already few tables will be created. By default, the system will be creating the few tables here. So let us have a look which are those tables, because when you start creating the tables, you have to take a look. Is there any table which you are about to create? अभी student तो common ही रहेगा. I'm not sure whether I have created student or no. I'm not sure, but I'll check. So if it is there, you have to take another name here. Otherwise, you can have a look what all tables are there in your database, which you want to delete or which you want to drop, which you want to check what contents are there in this table, what content should be added in this table. Many things are there. So that time, what is to be done? Always type select space. Make sure the spellings also should be correct. Okay, because we will be in hurry of typing. Some mistakes will be committed and the errors will come and we drag for that error too long. So that should not happen. So starting itself, you have to take care. And then and one more this what important point, write all this database whatever we are going to type, no, that should be always in small letters. Some people will write in capital. Okay, ठीक है, कुछ problem नहीं हो जाएगा, but make sure to write single way only. Let it be small, otherwise let it be caps. What happens sometimes you will commit a mistake here, so keep in the small letters only, no problem for that. So select where I am. To find out what all tables are there in your database, you have to use the query or you have to use the command line as select star asterisk. Okay. We don't say asterisk. We always say star. Select star. You are not supposed to type star. Nahi. You have to type this what asterisk you have to do. Shift 8. Okay, shift +8 here. Select star from, as I have told you that select star from where this will come along with you for your entire database here. So select star from. Now I'm going to check how many tables are there in my system. So that time you have to use this what tab. Tab मतलब क्या table. बहुत सारे tables है. But when I want to use only single table, I have to use the respective table name here. Right now I have simple table. Still I'm not going to display for you. Okay, so this command line is select star from tab. Means what? You are checking which all tables are there in your database, which all tables are present in your database. So I say enter, and to terminate every to terminate every statement of the database or SQL, you have to use this what? Semicolon. This is what the termination of your SQL programming. Every statement should be terminated with the semicolon. And say enter. It will just go on flipping here. So see here, I will just show you. Okay. So I'll go slowly, just scroll up. Okay. So I had typed here. See, it will come in this what? Ascending order. Okay. Kind of ascending, night ascending. Select star from tab I have done. Okay. So here, this is a T name, which is a table name. Tab type means what kind of a table it is, type of the table. Synonym, these are many things are there. View, table, synonym. Cluster ID, so table ID will be there. So see here, these are the systems table here already, which are there by default. This is not being created by us. The moment you install your Oracle, we are going to use the Oracle. So that time all these tables will be there, which is getting created already. And your tables which you have created, I'll just go slowly down. Which is already created. So you can have a look from this. From this side, it will start here. So this is a SK. I have created one basic table. My table name is what? SK, and it is a kind of table here. So here you can see view. View matlab copy of a table. View matlab copy of a table. So that also you can have a habit of creating the view also. Soon I'll begin with that here. Many things are there to go in a fastest way for the creation of the table. Fastest way of creation of the queries, everything can be done here. Okay, so keep calm, we will learn step by step here. So two things are there. View matlab kya? Keep aside this now, or this what explanation of the SQL. Now I'll tell you this what situation it is there here. Before starting with this creation of the table, think that you have created all the tables. Okay, after creation of the tables, you have inserted the records. ठीक है, तो records भी insert किया आपने, table भी insert किया, ठीक है, चलो. Then in examination, you will be having the queries, okay, and it will be the queries what I have said. I want the students, those who have scored above 95 in DBMS subject. Fine, I will repeat my query, guys. Those who have scored above 95 in the DBMS subject, that result I want. Okay. So you will go on typing that query. Select star from 4th semester where DBMS equal to 95. Okay, above 95. Greater than, less than, this all will come in. So you are typing this query. Okay. The moment you type the query, you will get the result. Assume that out of 150 students from your class, okay, out of 80 students, for me 65 students have scored above 90. Okay, so all students list will come. Now this result it has got for you people, and assume that I am the examiner. Assume that I am the examiner and I have given this query for everyone. And what happens? Everyone will go on typing, and it is not only one query. Okay, plus 5 queries will be there here. So whenever they will come to check this what to check the queries answer here, they will come to check Now after you have entered the query, you have started checking the result. आपके लिए आ गया. Then you have saved that query in the notepad. This all stuff will be there. Okay, listen. Notepad you have saved. Then you started working for second query. Similarly, you started working for third query. Then I will go to the Sai Prakash. So I say, Sai Prakash, please enter the first query. So what he will do? He will open the notebook. He will type all these things. Everything he will go on typing. And ठीक है, result आएगा. But what happens? He will type that query and he commits a mistake. Something he commits a mistake. And he didn't add a copy of that query also. Assume that here. So I have to wait for a long time, right? Until and unless he types completes, I have to wait for a long time. So that time, if your query is completely successful, when you start typing for the first time, and if it is a completely successful, make sure to create a view. View मतलब क्या? आपका query का एक view create करके रखो. What will happen if you create the view? What will happen? You know, when I will come to the Sai Prakash, chalo, you will show me the first query. So what Sai Prakash has done? He has created the query. Who is this, ma'am? Unable to understand. Fine. Vinayak Shababdi. Okay. Not a problem. I have not yet started actually your database. I am just telling you the kind of situation. Situation I am telling where you can use this shortcut keys. Once you start creating your database, insertion, deletion, updation, everything. I have not yet started. I have told you in the beginning. So listen carefully here. There is a lot of difference here. Okay. I have not yet started still where I was. Now, Sai Prakash, once again, he will type and he will keep a record with him. So when I come to check his query here, what he will do, he will just select a star from the view table name he will provide here. So the result of that query, it will come. So he saved his time. Instead of typing all the entire query, what he did, he just showed me that view, respected result. Getting still you will not understand. I will take an example for that and I'll tell you. So that's what the reason I am trying to tell you. Your saving time should be there in your examination part. Please don't go on typing here entire things. Once your query is completely successful, make a view of that. And when the examiner, everyone comes here, just type select star from view name. आ जाएगा आंसर वो क्वेरी का ही. फिर से आपको टाइप नहीं करना पड़ेगा. As the query lines will be of 5 or 6 lines will be there, where it will be difficult to type. Okay. So now I'll begin with the only creation of the table. So please keep calm. Everything I'm going on step by step here. So table is what? Only table creation. So to create a table, you have to use the command line, and the table creation of the table will come under the data definition language here. So create create table. You have to write this entire. Okay, create table. I will write now student. Create table student space. Open the parenthesis. Enter. You can go on writing constantly, no problem, continuously. But what is our suggestion? That table should be in a specific manner here. Should not get the confusion. As in the table, you will be having the columns which are called as the attributes, and the rows you will be having as a tuples. Rows कब आ जाएगा? जब records insert करेंगे. Okay. So create table student. So let us say first of all roll underscore number. Make sure what you will type with this roll underscore number. So this has to be matched when you will start entering the records, entering the data value. Roll number followed by data type. Roll number is what? Variable name followed by data type here. So your data type can be number like a 101, or it can be this what M1910. This also will come here. So let us take today number. Okay, when you say number, there is a way you can provide what size you want. Now I'll say 5. Okay, And after this, still you are going to have the constraints, which I'm going to skip today, leave it as it is, and comma, say comma, if you're going to have any more number of columns, roll number, name bhi chahiye na humko. So provide comma, enter, third it will come. Then it is what variable name is the name followed by the data type. So name के लिए हमारे लिए alphabet चाहिए. So you can use char or you can use varchar. We always use what? Varchar. Varchar is the best option as it will take the size characters of the size from 0 to 65,535. Okay, so I'll say varchar. Provide the size. I will say 20. Okay, so for me it is sufficient. Two attributes are sufficient. Two columns are sufficient. So make sure to close the parenthesis as you people have opened the parenthesis here and close the parenthesis, and you are supposed to terminate the table. Okay. So this is the creation of the table. Create table followed by the table name. Make sure to open the parenthesis and then you are supposed to enter. Provide the variable name followed by the data type. Give the size here. And one more thing, when you use the number, if you don't give the size, मतलब 5, 4, if you leave that parenthesis also, it is okay. If you use only number, comma, ठीक है, आराम से आ जाएगा. Okay. So now again I'll create this word, create table student. Purpose I will create here. So I'll say open the parenthesis. I will say roll number. I'll say number. Okay. Comma name varchar 20. Now what will happen? Student तो हमारे पास है ही ना. Let us do. See. Error at line 1. Name is already used by existing objects, which is already there here. Okay. So this is what the kind of error. It will tell you that student table is already created. So now I want to view the structure of the student table, how it is looking. What happens in your examination or normally your database lab will be there. No, so everyone will have a habit of creating all the tables first. So then all the tables entry create करने के बाद insert करते record. It is up to you. Okay, it is. I'm not telling you that you have to create all the tables first, then start inserting record. You can do anyhow. Create table, then go on inserting the records. ठीक है, कुछ भी problem नहीं. It is your choice. So now assume that the situation it is that you have created all the tables. 10 tables are there. So now you have to insert the records. No? So to insert the records, you should be aware how many tables are there with your people and which table it is there and how that structure is it. I know very well. Student table has roll number name. Sometimes what happens, some table, we don't know what column names will be there, right? So that time to check the structure of the table, you have to use the command which is called as a describe. Desc you have to say, DESC. And I'll say this word describe student. Is what I'm checking the structure of the table student. What all things are they? Say enter. So please have a look for this. Wait. It is very difficult. So when I say describe student, what is happening, guys? It is showing me what is the column name, and here it is what null. It will say whether it is a key, but I will explain you later on. And this is what data type name is. So we are having in the student table roll number. It is what number and name. It is what varchar. Two मतलब version second it is. Okay. So today's class, if it is sufficient, start giving the attendance. Tomorrow I will take again. And